Hey everybody, Sam Morgan here for another video today. Well, for this video, I'm going to be calling myself Sam Morgan News and Reviews, because I have a brand new channel and this is the first video to come to it. This is the only video coming onto this channel that will be coming onto my channel as well, so I can inform you all about this new channel. This new channel is a pretty simple channel. I actually had to go through more effort than you may think to get it, but I'm not going to explain. And yeah, so this is an awesome channel here. I'm going to be doing news and reviews on here, and it is going to be awesome. And I'm hoping to review every game I have, and after that there's just new news about games I want, or that a good chunk of you want. Any of you who know any good news stories, please send them to me, but I watch Review Tech USA, and I'll be taking my own takes on most of his videos from now on. So, yeah, and this is my first ever review, and I am going to be reviewing a game. What game? Well, I am going to search it on Google. I'm sorry for not being prepared. I was just in a rush to get this video up, recording. And in all the commotion, I think we can guess what happened. Alright, so let me get this out of the way. Hey, you all can see the time of this video. But let me go to images so I can search up an image. That, by the way, Google. You can all email me all you want. That's my email. Previews and news5@gmail.com. So we got search a very, very important something called Doo-Doo. This game, I'll say, is controversial. Well, it's actually got a lot of hate because, yep, this game. Super Mario All-Stars, the re-release for the Nintendo Wii. To celebrate Mario's 25th anniversary, they re-released this game for the Wii. Nintendo. I know it wasn't recent. Almost a few years ago. I mean, it can't be recent if it's that long ago. But they remade the Super Nintendo game Super Mario All-Stars, and I'm going to judge how the game performs in all of its glory. Wait, I don't even know why I'm doing this. Actually, I forgot I wanted to review my hardware first. That was my plan. And what better hardware to start with than the original Nintendo Wii? So, let's get cracking. Let's start with I want to start with the good things about these things, and then go to the bad things. And the good things about the Wii. Let's start off with graphics. Now, even though it is an HD, the graphics look pretty good. It's in native 480p. It can't go any higher than that, like its PS3 and Xbox 360 counters. And to be honest, the system is kind of non-relevant, and games aren't going to be coming out as often as they usually would, and probably going to even fade out. But I'll talk about what you can get at this current moment, and how the Wii performs and stuff. So the graphics are decent enough for what the Wii is. Most games have nice, beautiful, lush graphics, unless it is a Call of Duty, which I don't know many Call of Duties on there. But you get what I mean. So the graphics are usually good on there. That's a good thing. Now, what are some... I'm trying to think here. I don't use my Wii often because I got the Wii U. Oh, the beautiful online, the online features, and the online abilities. The online abilities and features are super, super awesome. I love the nice abilities they give you. I especially love the Wii Shop channel, which I'll go more into in a very... Well, actually, let me go into it now. And it is just beautiful. You can get a bunch of virtual console titles and downloadable titles. It's sort of like your PS PlayStation Store and the Xbox Live Arcade. Only it's on the Wii, and it's nice. It has a bunch of other online features which I don't want to go into much detail to because I want to keep things nice and short. But it has a crap ton of different channels to check out, and also a channel telling you the latest Nintendo news called the Nintendo Channel. But I think that and most of the online features of the Wii don't work anymore, which is kind of sad. It also has a message system to where you can literally message your friends, and if you feel like doing this, you can send them a downloadable Wii title through internet. But it's a friend code system, so that's just enough for that. So then the controller and the controls. This is a very big part of the console. And now usually I talk about every accessory, but since the Wii I want to talk about what only the Wii comes with. And there are many different things you can use for games that support them, like Super Mario All-Stars supports some different controller types, but I'll only go over the ones the system really comes with. And that is the Wii remotes. I think it comes with only one, and a nunchuck, or did it come with two? I know it came with like something like that. And the Wii remotes, I'll talk about those first. Wii remotes have something in the back for accessories, of course. We'll get more into that in a sec, but there are not many buttons on it. It's actually kind of like an NES controller, and it's used like an NES controller too for games like Super Mario All-Stars. As you can see, it's sideways and stuff. So what we've got here on the Wii remotes, I actually got one right here. Classic controllers plugged in with an accessory I'm not going over, but it doesn't come with it. Classic controller. So we've got holding it upwards, or stopping from top to bottom. We got the power button to power on and off your system. Got the D-pad, standard for most games these days. And I just forgot this thing is synced to my Wii U, so it's going to control my Wii U. Who cares? The A button. This is a big one. Do I even need to explain the A button? It's simple, usually the jump button in 3D platformers, at least when holding it. I'm just gonna stick with you. But then we've got the B button in the back, which it's the B button. It's sort of like it's pretty much your L or R button, and ZL and ZR button combined into one. On the Wii remote, so yes. Then there's the minus and plus buttons, which is pretty much plus is start, minus is select. Then there's the home button, which opens up the home menu, where you can go through a variety of options and return to your Wii's main menu while in open software. For some reason, you can do this in the main menu, which there's no reason why I'd want to go to the Wii menu when I'm in the Wii menu, but you actually can. Weird. And then there's the 1 and 2 buttons, which mainly are used for sideways games, so like 2 would be jump and holding 1 would run in games like New Super Mario Bros. Wii and this game here. So then there's the B button. Oh wait, I already went over that. Derp. Then there's the nunchuck accessory. Let me go get. Oh, why even bother? I don't need it. I know what controls are on there. Now there are different controls. There aren't many, but it's an essential accessory for a good chunk of the games on Nintendo Wii. I remember them including it, and I'm pretty sure they did. I can't be too sure, so I want to make... I really should have researched more. But... So the nunchuck has an analog stick, crucial for 3D platformers. If you have a 3D platformer game, you can't play it without this nunchuck, so it's essential accessory. Then you have what I like to call the L and R buttons, only C is my L button. I'm not going by any particular means. Just saying, let's consider the L button. It's kind of what that is. The C button in most games is used is just resetting the camera to normal view. And then we have the Z button, which is your R button, kinda. So you get that. And that's about it. Of course, one of the biggest things about the Nintendo Wii, which is awesome, too many people complain about this, and I think it's unique. Although I think Xbox and PS3 should have ripped off Nintendo. Because let's be honest, PlayStation Move, Kinect, they're just rip-offs of the Wiimote. But these Wii remotes are, you can shake them around and they'll do things in the game. Like you could have a bat, you could have a sword, you could have, and like in Mario Galaxy it's used. Like, it's a pretty unique feature, I must say. It's even used in New Super Mario Brothers Wii, where you can spin jump. But this is a pretty neat thing. I think you can also shake the nunchuck, which does separate things in different games. So yeah. But that's pretty much it for the controller. Now let's get into the games and gameplay software and all that. Oh my god. I don't even know where to start. I'll start with the backwards compatibility. The Nintendo Wii is backwards compatible with every, I'm pretty sure, but it's backwards, I can't, don't be too sure, but I think it's backwards compatible with pretty much every Nintendo GameCube game. So, Super Mario Sunshine, you can play that. You can play Mario Kart Double Dash. You can play Paper Mario TTYT. Who doesn't love that game? Luigi's Mansion, which doesn't get the recognition it deserves, but I think it's starting to get the recognition it deserves recently. So, yay! And it's just a bunch of freaking classics. You got Wind Waker, Twilight Princess, which you can get on the Wii too. There's just so many freaking games. Even Finding Nemo, if you're into that. There's like the original movie game. SpongeBob SquarePants, Battle for the Bikini Bottom. Don't let the name fool you. It's actually a really good game, believe me. And that's not just because I'm a SpongeBob fan. It's actually a good 3D platformer. My only gripe is the levels are really long from what I've seen. I don't have the actual game, but I wanted to get it. But yeah, so there are a bunch of classics you can play. And then let's get on to the Nintendo Wii disc titles. Now, they're normal DVD titles. They actually look pretty good. Usually, I'll just name a few, but there are really great games on here. Like this one, Super Mario All-Stars. There's the Wall-E movie game, which isn't that good to many people, but I'll review it some other time. I used to have it many times. We have Super Mario Galaxy 1 and 2, NSMB Wii. Like I said, All-Stars. There's that. If you can consider it a game. Mario Kart Wii, there's that. Mario Party 8 and Mario Party 9. You got those you can play. I'm trying to think. It's just so hard. I mean, if you're into Metroid Other M, not very great. That game doesn't have a great reputation, but Metroid Other M, you got that. Like I said, you got a bunch of choices for Nintendo Wii. That's just a few. There is a bunch of titles that are freaking awesome on the Nintendo Wii. So, yeah. And then we've got the Wii Shop channel, which has a bunch of exclusive WiiWare titles, which I think there's Uno, which I guess you like it. Sonic 4 Episode 1. That is a very... It doesn't get enough praise that it deserves. The physics are bad, and to be honest, the bosses are freaking rip-offs. But I like the game. It's pretty fun, in my opinion. And it's a great multi-platform. It's on the PC, PS3, Xbox 360, and the Nintendo Wii, so... Dr. Mario Express, I think. And those are the few I really got. There weren't really many Mario titles. But there are a crap ton of Virtual Console titles. That's the thing's grief. I love the Virtual Consoles. You can play old SNES, NES games on your Nintendo Wii, although they do require, I think, NES games you can play out of the box, as long as you buy them. But you can't play SNES, N64, all those out of the box. Either you have to have either a GameCube controller or a classic controller. I happen to have both, but since I usually use my Wii U to do all this stuff now, I really don't have any use for that stupid GameCube controller anymore, unless I'm playing my original Wii so I can play games like Luigi's Mansion. And yes, I have Luigi's Mansion, which I will review. I think I probably should start with GameCube games. What do you all think? But, so that was a mouthful of good stuff. I don't even need to say how much stuff I just said. And now that we're finally done with the good stuff, let's get into my griefs with the Nintendo Wii. My griefs with the Nintendo Wii, personally, first off, is the memory limit. Oh my god, what was Nintendo thinking when they made the memory? And yes, you can expand it, but I'll get more into it when I explain how much memory the internal thing is. When you buy it first out of the box, this is the maximum memory you have. You can download titles and stuff, but your maximum memory, get this, is 512 megabytes. Not gigabytes, like the 360 and stuff, because it has actual internal hard drive and stuff. Megabytes. Why is it so small? Don't you think it should be a bit bigger? Now, like I said, there is a way to expand the memory. Not by USB ports, no. By SD cards. That's right, you can't use USB ports. I never got into that, did I? The console itself has a power button, an eject, reset, and one SD card slot and two USB ports. But no, the USB ports are only for either homebrew, if you want to do that. To get the homebrew channel, there's like USB loaders, you can do that. And accessories, such as Skylanders. We all know that game. USB ports use that. So that's another flaw. Like I said, that's probably a nitpick right there. You can't use USB ports. Like, I got 4 gigabyte USB one here, and I have a crap ton of, I can't tell you how many SD cards lie around this house. There's the one I got with my original Nintendo 3DS, the one with my newer Nintendo 3DS, this one my parents found, and don't even get me started with my micro SD card, which is 8 gigabytes, and I have an adapter for it, so yeah. But you can't run software off of the SD card. What the heck? You have to either copy it to the system, or you have to move things around. Will probably get real close. Luckily for me, I don't really download that much stuff off there. Like, I only download the classic Mario games I really want, such as Super Mario World and Super Mario 64. which I've beaten both, and I also did perfect save files, so that was the thing. But that is a decent flaw with the system. And then, well, actually, that's kind of it. Oh yeah, there aren't many buttons when out of the box. And I felt like that some games should require their own controller, kind of. Because, think about it. Games, like, the class, now, when you get out of the box, it's a nunchuck, and, yeah. And not counting D-pad or analog stick as buttons. You have the A button, that's 1. Minus, start, plus. Minus, plus, and home button, that is 3. Right there, so that's a 4 total so far. 1 and 2 buttons. That's 6, if I'm correct. The B button, 7. C and Z. Well, I lost count, but for a normal controller, does that seem much? Now, let's count the ones on the classic controller. I think I was about, I'm actually going to recount. Alright, so 7 buttons in all. That isn't that much. Now, oh, that's not counting. 9 buttons in all, not including the nunchuck. Now, let's go to classic controller, and we'll try to put it down right here. Alright, so ABYX, that's 4 buttons. Start, select, and home, 7 buttons. By the way, classic controller has dual analogs and the D-pad. Yeah, might as well say that. L and R buttons, that would be 8 and 9, 10 and 11, ZL and ZR. And did I mention that this was just like the PS3 and Xbox 360 controller? It's sort of different, I guess. But the thing is, the way the Wii Remote is designed, most of these buttons really don't do much in their games. And they just feel awkward with placements. Let's count how many face buttons that aren't on the back of our controller. Not including ones that do simple tasks, like pausing. Select will be the only one that they start and home. A, 1. Select and home. 3. There's 5 in all on the Wii Remote. 0 on the nunchuck. That's 5. Let's count this little baby here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5. What the? Well, my point is there aren't many buttons on this, or at least that feel comfortable and natural using. That's my only gripe. Those are my only gripes. So the Wii, it came out ahead. Great review. I personally have always loved the Nintendo Wii, and it was one of my first video gaming consoles. Next review, we are going to be reviewing the Nintendo Wii U. Let's get cracking.